Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another makeup tutorial for you guys. It's on this look right here. This is a sexy, slurry, fun glam for Valentine's Day. I know a lot of people are going to be going out. I'm going to be staying at home because I am lonely and I am single. Anyways, I'm going to be doing this look. I did use the Morphe 35P palette. I did wanted to do something very different from my last year video. So this is the look I came up with. A lot of people are scared when they use color. It is very fun to use color. Definitely when you're going to go out on a holiday. I like to use color when I go to parties. So I did this plummy purple dark. I have done purple smoky eye on my channel before. It was just a little bit more brighter and more neon purples. This is more muted and more cool tone purples. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I create this look, then just keep on watching. We're going to go directly into the eyes. I'm going to be going into my Morphe Brushes 35P palette. It's just a purple palette. And I'm going to be grabbing that purple that I pointed at. And I'm going to be blending this directly into my crease up towards my brow. This is just going to act as my transition shade. Then going back into my Morphe 35P palette, I'm going to be grabbing that purple shade I just pointed at. And I'm going to grab a Morphe 200 brush. The brush that I used at first was a G24. And I'm going to start giving my crease a little bit more definition. This is going to give the appearance that I have larger lids just because I don't have very pronounced lids. Then going back into that same palette, I'm going to be grabbing that darker purple and use this Coastal Scents brush. I did forget the number, but I will leave it down below. And I'm going to darken the inner and outer third of my eye. And then I'm going to be going into that Morphe 200 brush and just blend the edges out and make this eye a little bit more smoky. And going back to the same palette, I'm going to be grabbing that purple shimmery shade. And I do spray my brush with a setting spray. Just use any setting spray you have. And I'm just going to be applying this to the center of my eyes. This is just going to give a beautiful light to the center of your eyes. And this will also give the appearance that you have larger lids. Then going back to my palette and grabbing that dark purple shade that I use in my outer and inner third of my lid, I'm going to be placing this in my lower lash line. I'm going to be concentrating very closely to my lash lines, and then I'm going to be grabbing that lighter plummy shade and blend it out. I am using a Beige Cosmetics, I think it's a number 10 brush. It's a very small and I like it to blend my lower lash line. Then going back into that same palette, I'm going to be grabbing that dark brown shade because I really don't want my lower lash line to be very dramatic. So I'm just going to grab a little bit with that same Beige brush and just smoke it a little bit out just to give my lower lash line a little bit more drama. Then I'm going to be doing my black wing liner. I had done a pink wing liner at first and I didn't like the way it looked. So I'm just going to cover the whole thing using a black liner, and I'm using my NYC liquid liner as always. And then I'm going to be applying my falsies. I'm using the ones I always use, which is my 628. I am trying to look for them where I usually buy them, and I just cannot find them. And I have looked on eBay and Amazon, and they're just like nowhere to be found. And I am running low, so if I do find them, I will link them down below as always. Then I'm going to be applying mascara to my falsies. I'm just going to be blending my natural lashes to the falsies just so they could look better. And then I'm going to be applying mascara to my bottom lashes. And I'm using my Covergirl Bombshell mascara, I think it's called. I will leave it down below if you guys are interested. As you guys could tell, I did apply my foundation and concealer behind camera. So I'm just going to be setting my foundation just so it won't move. And I'm using this LA Girl Pro Face Press Powder, I think it's called, in the shade Soft Honey. And I'm just applying it using a big powder brush by Real Techniques. You can find these at Ulta and Walmart. Then I'm going to be bronzing my skin, and I'm using the same powder but just in a darker shade. This is in the shade Warm Caramel. And I'm going to be applying it using a Morphe M27 brush. So you normally want to bronze where the sun normally hits you. So I'm just going to bronze my cheekbones and the sides of my foreheads. I am going to be bronzing a little bit more on my cheekbones just because I am a little bit plus size and I do want my face to look a little bit more sculpted. And to give my cheekbones a little bit more definition, I'm going to be going in these Makeup Geek contour powders in the shade Complicated and Half-Hearted. One is cool and one is warm. And I'm going to be applying these directly into my cheekbone area using a Wet n Wild stippling brush. Then I'm going to be cleaning my contour and my under eye area. And I'm going to be grabbing my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette and grabbing the shade Lyric and mixing a little bit of the lighter shade next to it. It's the pinky shade, not the peachy shade. And I'm going to be applying this directly to the bottoms of my cheekbones and under my eyes, just to lighten up that area, just to make it a little bit more flawless and just make it stand out a little bit more, just because it did get lost when I applied my face powder. Then I'm going to be highlighting, and I'm using my LA Girl this is the LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder, I think it is, and the shade 100 Watts, and I'm just going to be applying it using a Morphe M501, and where you normally highlight, which is the tops of your cheekbones and on top of your brow, just to give your brow a more lifted effect. Then I'm going to be going into lining my lips. I'm using this Italia Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Cafe. So I'm just going to be outlining and giving my lips a little bit more definition. And I do overdraw my top lip just because it is way smaller than my bottom lip. So I do like to match them so they could look good once I go in with my lipstick. And for lipstick, I will be using my Kylie Cosmetics by Kylie Jenner. It's the matte lipstick in the shade Angel. It's just a very cute pink lip. I will say, if you do have very dry lips, make sure you do moisturize and exfoliate your lips before using these matte lipsticks, because your lips will crack. I do have very dry lips, so I did find my lips cracking a little bit. Then I'm going to be going in and setting my face as always. Before your setting spray is about to set and it's just a little bit wet, I am going to be going back into that same LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in the shade 100 Watts. And I'm going to be applying it at the top just so my highlight could be a little bit more blingy and poppin', so it could blind a bitch, and then you're done. Well guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, and leave me comments down below on what videos would you like to see. Also, all the products used and mentioned during this video will be down in my description box. Also, it's on my social media, so you guys can follow me there. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!